Civil Service Commission Memorandum Circular Number 1 Series of 2026 Wellness Leave Policy. The Civil Service promulgated and issued the Wellness Leave Policy or WLP pursuant to EO number 292, which direct every government agency to foster a work environment that supports employees' personal growth, welfare, and development. Aside from this, the following are the solid reasons for the WLP. 1. There's a need for workplace strategies that address both psychological and physical health. 2. Filipino workers has the second highest stress levels in Southeast Asia, citing unhealthy lifestyles and heavy workload that harm their health. And 3. Mental health is among those priority areas or risk factors that all health promotion interventions in the workplace must focus on. The following government employees, officials, and employees are covered by the Wellness Leave Policy. The answer is letter D, all of the above. So, permanent, temporary, substitute, coterminous, fixed term, contractual, and casual. Scope and coverage. This policy shall apply to all government officials and employees, whether permanent, temporary, substitute, coterminous, fixed term, contractual, or casual, in all government agencies and instrumentalities, namely constitutional bodies, departments, bureaus, and agencies of the national government. As regards leave benefits granted by government agencies and instrumentalities with a similar purpose or scope to wellness leave, the following statements are true. The agency may choose to maintain such benefits. The agency may replace such benefits with another that is in accordance with the WLP. Government agencies and instrumentalities that already grant leave benefits with a similar purpose or scope to wellness leave, such as those intended to promote employee well-being and mental health, provided they are consistent with applicable laws, rules, and regulations, may choose to either maintain such leave benefits or replace them with another in accordance with this policy. At DepEd Calabarzon, RO, Emmanuel is working under contract of service and his twin airplane as job order. Are they entitled to wellness leave? The answer is, it depends on the provision of their individual contract. The entitlement of contract of service and job order workers to wellness leave shall be subject to the provisions of their individual contracts and the relevant issues covering their engagement. What is the maximum number of days allowed for a wellness leave? The answer is 5 days. Authorization to grant wellness leave. The Civil Service Commission hereby authorizes agencies to grant wellness leave to applicable government officials and employees, subject to the agency's discretion up to a maximum of 5 days. The wellness leave shall be separate and exclusive from the 15 days vacation leave, 15 days sick leave, and 3 days special leave, available from the date of assumption of duty. The wellness leave is considered separate and exclusive from the following types of leave. The answer is all. Vacation leave, sick leave, special leave. Authorization to grant wellness leave. The Civil Service Commission hereby authorizes agencies to grant wellness leave to applicable government officials and employees, subject to the agency's discretion up to a maximum of 5 days. The wellness leave shall be separate and exclusive from the 15 days vacation leave, 15 days sick leave, and 3 days special leave available from the date of assumption of duty. As regards the wellness leaves, which of the following statement is not true? The following is true. A. The wellness leave may be granted up to maximum of 5 days. The wellness leave may be taken consecutively for a maximum of 3 days at a time. The wellness leave may be taken on separate non-consecutive days. Sir Memo, a math teacher, informed his department chairman, Ma'am Chona, that he will file a wellness leave. He did his filing in the same manner as filing for other leave privileges. Ma'am Chona did the endorsement. To whom should the wellness leave application be submitted for approval? The answer is to the school head. The application for wellness leave shall be recommended by the immediate supervisor and submitted to the head of office for approval. These shall be filed in the same manner as filing for vacation leave, sick leave, and other leave privileges following the procedures adopted by the respective government agency or instrumentality. Under normal circumstances, at least how many days before its availment should an application for WP be filed? The answer is 5 days. The application for WP shall be filed at least 5 days before its availment, except in emergency cases where it must be filed immediately upon the officials or employees return from such leave. With regards to the wellness leave, which among the following statements are correct? The answer is the wellness leave shall be non-cumulative, non-commutable to its monetary equivalent, and forfeited if not availed within the calendar year. DepEd Order Number 35, Series of 2016, the Learning Action Cell as K-12 Basic Education Program, School-Based Continuing Professional Development Strategy for the Improvement of Teaching and Learning. During a Learning Action Cell or LAC session at San Isidro National High School, Teacher Marie conducts a need assessment to identify priority areas for learning. Based on the results, the teacher decides to focus on learner diversity and student inclusion. How should Teacher Marie approach this topic in the LAC session? The answer is by addressing all forms of learner diversity such as gender, community membership, and learning needs while promoting inclusion. Learner diversity and student inclusion. Successful teachers know and care for their students, including learner diversity and student inclusion in the LAC sessions, emphasizes that learners are the reason for all education processes. It is the central role of teachers to establish learning environments that are responsive to learner diversity. It underscores the importance of teachers' knowledge and understanding of, as well as respect for, learners' characteristics and experiences. Diversity emanates from a variety of factors which may be in combination, such as gender, community membership, religious beliefs, family configuration, and special learning needs. In recent LAC session, Sir Edmond suggests a topic focusing on content and pedagogy of the K-12 Basic Education Program. What should Sir Edmond emphasize during the session to ensure it aligns with the K-12 program features? That is, the teachers should be relaxed and confident when implementing developmentally appropriate teaching strategies. Content and pedagogy of the K-12 Basic Education Program. By studying the K-12 curriculum, teachers will be better able to prepare for lessons and will be more relaxed in executing lesson plans. Only a competent teacher is able to implement developmentally appropriate teaching. Para Luman Integrated School, the teachers are planning their LAC session after conducting a needs assessment. They realize that some teachers are struggling to manage learners with special educational needs. Which topic should the teachers prioritize for their next LAC session? The answer is strategies for teaching students with diverse learning needs and inclusion strategies. Learner diversity and student inclusion. Successful teachers know and care for their students, including learner diversity and student inclusion. In the LAC session emphasizes that learners are the reason for all education processes. It is a central role of teachers to establish learning environment that are responsive to learner diversity. It underscores the importance of teachers' knowledge and understanding of, as well as respect for, learners' characteristics and experiences. Diversity emanates from a variety of factors which may be in combination, such as gender, community membership, religious beliefs, family configuration, and special learning needs. Teacher Joyful is preparing her LAC session at Batangas City High School. She wants to create an inclusive learning environment that caters to the various backgrounds of her students. Which of the following should Teacher Joyful consider when planning her LAC session? The answer is letter B. Ensuring that the session promotes harmony and celebrates diverse students' characteristics. Teachers who celebrate diversity in their classroom adjust and differentiate their instruction to include all learners and to foster harmony in their class. Furthermore, learning inclusion requires that teachers provide remedial instruction for those who are experiencing difficulties in learning lessons. Such interventions prevent failure and communicate caring by the teacher for students. Teacher Mindas identified a need for more in-depth knowledge on the K-12 curriculum's content and pedagogy for her next LAC session. Which approach should she take in the session to ensure it is aligned with the goals of the K-12 basic education program? That is, she should introduce effective teaching methods that align with the developmental stage of her students. By studying the K-12 curriculum, teachers will be better able to prepare for lessons and will be more relaxed in executing lesson plans. Only a competent teacher is able to implement developmentally appropriate teaching. Mami Linda noticed that her grade 8 students struggle to grasp the lesson on integers. To help them improve, she plans to use formative assessment. How can Mami Linda use formative assessment effectively to address her students' difficulties? The answer is letter B. By implementing it to provide feedback and adjust her subsequent lessons accordingly. Assessment provides teachers and learners with the necessary feedback about learning outcomes. This feedback informs the reporting cycle and enables teachers to continually select, organize, and use sound assessment processes. Sir Molino, a senior high school teacher, plans to teach a lesson on Asian civilization. He wants to integrate 21st century skills into his instruction. According to the text, how can Sir Molino achieve this effectively? The answer is letter B. By integrating ICT tools in his ways appropriate to the students' developmental levels. 21st century skills and ICT integration in instruction and assessment. Bringing 21st century skills into the teaching and learning situation is a central feature of the K-12 basic education program. Teachers must enrich lessons with simple integration strategies utilizing information and communications technology, or ICT, that are developmentally appropriate. Instruction and assessment processes can be made more collaborative with ICT, which teachers can implement with the tools and equipment available in their schools. Ma'am Villamor is redesigning her Science 9 lessons to better suit her students' learning needs. She believes improving her critical and creative thinking can help. Based on the text, how might this benefit her lesson planning? The answer is letter B. By enabling her to systematically translate curriculum content into relevant activities.